Hi, welcome to the Untitled Podcast, number 1, a year review for NXT and versus AEW. And we're going to talk about food at the end, too, a little bit. So you can follow us on Instagram at _the Untitled Podcast. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. The information will be down in the description below. And you can follow us on the Anchor app, too.
That's right. We got Amari, Joe, Zach, Sebastian. Let's start with NXT versus AEW Year in Review 2020. Wednesday Night Wars.
It's been a really terrible year for both.
January.
Yeah, January. Like for both, this year started so strong, but just went really bad.
COVID fucked everything up, but like,
well, not in January.
Not in January. It was until like
January, February, March.
March is whenever they started shutting things down, and that's when quality for both shows kind of went down too.
AEW handled it a lot
Agreed.
better though.
Agreed.
And the AEW got better at the end of the year.
We had NXT Tag Team Champions Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne when they won the Dusty,
which was amazing.
Dusty Cup.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Which was amazing. We were there for that.
Yeah.
Live.
I was at class.
You were at class. We had Cruiserweight champion was Leo Rush, and then Angel Garza.
Thank God Garza took it from him.
We miss Garza.
We miss you, Garza.
The GOAT.
They actually used him on NXT on like main roster.
Yeah, where like he's running some sort of romance storyline.
Romance. And then NXT North American champion, we had Keith Lee.
Great run.
Damian
Good
Priest.
times.
We've had, Keith Lee started out.
Yeah, it was a great time whenever he first started.
Keith Lee was awesome. Mrs. Entrance.
Yeah, for sure.
Damian Priest.
Tyler Rain was
Recently Johnny Gargano. Now we have
Leon Ruff.
The early
I'm
North American.
I'm not even gonna say his name.
The early North American title feud was great until it stayed the same thing for half a year.
I agree. And then in the women's division, we had Rhea Ripley. Started off the year this year as champ. She beat Shayna Baszler. Then we had Charlotte Flair.
Woo.
The GOAT.
The best female
Greatest
wrestler.
of all time.
Most overrated female
yeah,
wrestler.
Like, calm down, guys.
10-time
She's
champ.
average at best.
And then right now we have Io Shirai.
The actual
Good. That's probably the best title reign NXT's had this whole year.
I agree. And for NXT champ, Keith Lee. Well, Adam Cole at the end of last year, beginning this year. Then Keith Lee won it in the summer. Karrion Kross, we all know what happened with that.
Yeah.
2-week title
sad.
reign. Was it 2-week title reign?
I think it was like a week.
Or a week.
He dropped it like the Wednesday after he won it.
And then Finn Balor is the champ now. Yeah, and he's injured.
Surprised they haven't
Comes
taken
back
off of him
Wednesday.
yet.
Comes back Wednesday.
Thank God.
It's gonna be nice seeing him back.
I want to talk some more about the Charlotte NXT Women's title run.
Let's talk about it.
What did her coming down from main roster to NXT do to help raise the women's division in NXT?
Nothing.
It was nothing.
Views.
Yeah.
A little bit of views.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
A couple thousand.
The views literally didn't even
Whenever
help.
she was on TV, I think it tied with AEW every single week that she was on.
NXT has consistently beat.
No.
AEW's consistently beat NXT.
Well, no, but like,
most
if you
of this
look at
year.
it, whenever Charlotte was on, they were tied for viewership pretty much. Almost. If anything, there was like a few thousand difference between AEW and NXT with AEW winning.
It didn't help anything. Like, it didn't even develop the women's division at all.
Other than bringing in a couple views, she ran squash matches.
I mean, she fought Rhea.
Yeah.
She fought Mia Yim.
Yeah.
She fought Io Shirai.
She beat everyone.
Only
She-
good
she
matches
was
that
She
never
came.
fought
pinned.
Candice.
She was never pinned.
I don't
No.
think.
The only good matches that came out of Charlotte's title runs were the ones against Io.
I agree.
Yeah.
And even then, Io didn't even get the pin on her.
Yeah.
No.
You see, I still think WrestleMania, Rhea should have won it.
Yeah.
Charlotte never should have held the title.
She should have never
She should have just been like a
got
like
the title,
a fun
but
comeback.
it was a right move to bring her down to NXT.
Yeah.
But not for the
It
title.
Was
wasn't.
it?
Not for
It
the title.
wasn't.
If it wasn't for the title, I think everyone would have liked that run a lot more. Just have her go out there and help develop stars.
Yeah,
I
that would
agree.
have been fine. But her title reign, she didn't develop anyone.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. But honestly, with Charlotte and the NXT women's division this year, like it totally outclassed AEW's women's division throughout time.
AEW has the
yeah, I
worst
get it.
women's division in wrestling.
Wait.
right now.
Yeah,
we gotta talk about AEW though, like the champs.
Well, no, we're just comparing it.
Wait, but for AEW, tag team champs started the year off with Adam Page and Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus Young Bucks. Greatest tag team match of all time. Back in Revolution, which was in February.
I disagree with that statement.
Ooh,
Why?
What was it?
I don't know.
Explain.
I don't think I go greatest of all
It's gonna say
time.
greatest of
Best
all
this year.
time.
Definitely best match this year.
I wouldn't even go best this year
Who had better?
because it just wasn't. It was a good match.
Greatest
up
of all
until
time.
It started getting too long.
It was
And
like
then-
35, 40
and
minute
then
match.
That's when their psychology broke down in the ring, and it was
Yeah.
really visible for you to see that their psychology broke down.
It's because Young Bucks can't consistently put on long matches.
Yeah, and then when it got to the ending
It's all
was
flips.
sloppy.
And Meltzer drivers.
The-
Meltzer drivers.
The one match I would
Spot
say
monkeys.
like gives Kenny Hangman and Bucks some competition was Finn Balor, Kyle O'Reilly.
That was a singles match, though, compared to a tag match.
They can both go up for match of the year though.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that one was a really good match.
We had Adam Hangman and Kenny Omega to start the year off, tag team champs. Then we had FTR. They won it a month after they came in
No.
to the company.
Longer.
2 months.
Longer.
They barely held
3
that
months.
title.
It was the
No,
first
when they got released, and then they signed
Oh,
with
yeah.
AEW.
it was the first pay-per-view after FTR signed that they won the titles.
Yeah, and now we have the Young Bucks.
That match was not up to the hype like I wanted it to.
It was alright.
Yeah,
I'd give it a solid 4 stars.
yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, 3.75.
And then for the TNT champion, we had Cody Rhodes
Yeah.
start the year off. Then Brody Lee beat him,
Mm-hmm.
and now Cody Rhodes beat Brody Lee, and Darby Allin beats Cody Rhodes.
The first original NXT TNT, like AEW original guy holding the TNT title.
Zach, are you a Darby fan?
I fucking love Darby.
Joe, are you a Darby fan?
He's enjoyable to watch.
Like-
Amari,
like-
are you a Darby fan?
Pretty sure we're all Darby fans.
I'm not.
Why are you not?
I can see why somebody wouldn't be.
I don't.
What about your hardcore shit?
I don't.
Yeah,
Darby's a hardcore guy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, literally like.
there hasn't been any match that
You're
I've
not
been
wrong
like,
there.
wow,
Darby, Jimmy Havoc.
this is Darby Allin, like the next.
like with
The
all,
face of
with all,
TNT.
The
like,
face
no,
of-
no, that was a terrible thing
the-
for him to try
of
to
the-
go for.
Sebastian, with your like preference in matches, I could not see you not liking Darby Allin.
No, I don't like
Because
Darby
you
Allin.
didn't even you barely liked the Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly match
Nope.
because
It was
acrobatic.
that match was good, but it wasn't excellent.
Yeah,
there's
it
a difference
wasn't- it
between good and
wasn't
excellent.
Yeah.
for you
Darby
because
Allin
you
is
don't
good.
like acrobatic.
Darby
you don't like
Allin
matches that
is a good
involve
wrestler, but he's not
acrobatic
excellent.
stunts.
He's not. Well, I can't say he's main event because
No, Darby Allin.
We haven't seen him.
Darby Allin is currently
we haven't
like
seen him at his
upper
full
mid-card.
potential yet.
Yeah. Darby Allin.
But I do like him as being TNT champion.
Give Darby a few years.
Not
he'll
Cody.
definitely be a major star in the wrestling industry.
Like
I agree.
when they announced the TNT title, my choices for the first people to hold it were Darby or Jimmy Havoc, and
And
we don't talk about Jimmy anymore.
Yikes.
Terrible person.
Let's not talk about that. Then for the women's division, which we all know it's bad,
Yeah.
we had Rio,
Enjoyable.
and then we had Nyla Rose, and now we have Hikaru Shida. But she's been
Hikaru.
Hikaru
Hikaru.
Hikaru Shida.
No.
Hikaru Shida.
Just-
No.
Hikaru Shida.
You tried. You tried.
Just
Say it again.
Just say it right.
Hikaru Shida.
There you go.
There you go. She's bringing something to the women's division.
She's the best champ they've
I
had
like
so
her.
far.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like her. She's alright. Better than Rio.
Yeah, because
And
I don't
Nyla
think
Rose.
Rio was given much opportunity, and
No.
Nyla didn't develop anyone at all.
Isn't Shida the longest reigning
Yeah.
women's
Yeah.
AEW?
N-
Champion.
Nyla's just a budget Nia Jax.
Agreed.
Yeah, Nyla. I don't know why they put the title on her because she couldn't develop anyone in the ring.
Nope.
Hikaru can develop people in the ring. She has the skills to develop and push people further to give a great performance.
Nyla needs to develop herself before she can start developing other
she needs
people
to
in the
develop
ring.
her character also.
I want to see Britt Baker as champ.
No,
No.
Yep.
Britt does not have what it takes to be champ.
Britt
right now.
Baker
Yeah.
for AEW women's champ.
Britt Baker is a
2020.
work in progress. She's a work
Maybe
in
next
progress.
year.
I'd
but
rather
I
see
would
it on
say
Big
this year.
Swole before Britt Baker.
Chris Statlander.
Or Thunder Rosa.
Chris Statlander, I could see.
Thunder
her.
Rosa
We
Rosa's
love
champion.
Thunder Rosa.
She's great.
She's amazing.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa is.
I think she can be, if they build her up well, she might be.
It depends on
Shida.
how long she's gonna be with AEW.
I mean,
Like she's an NWA worker.
That'd be kind of cool if she held both NWA and
Like,
AEW
what's
Women's
it called?
Champion, like a dual
Double-
champ.
A dual champ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but for
But-
different brands.
I've heard people say like AEW should start like form a partnership with NJPW, but I'd much rather see them form one with NWA.
Tony Khan believes it's possible now because I think it's the owner or the CEO of NJPW. I believe he left a while back. So Tony Khan's gonna try to push for it because he's like saying that their deal with NJPW is one-sided because they send guys over there, but NJPW doesn't send guys back to them.
Yeah.
Talking about
I don't watch
New
NJPW,
Japan
so
champions.
I wouldn't know.
Mox holding the
He's
North
the US
American.
No, he's
or
he's
the
holding
U-
the U.S. Championship hostage right
Ye-
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's champion, right?
Yeah,
He's
he-
U.S.
Yeah.
champ.
He has done nothing for that company.
Apparently he was supposed to lose it like 10 days in, then the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that was with Mox right around the time he won the United States Championship? The Young Lion.
Young Lion.
No idea. I don't watch it.
That's a good.
He does.
I watch it here and there when it's on.
I don't.
New
Not a
Japan
big
just
fan.
doesn't get enough viewers in the U.S. and it deserves so much more.
That's fair though, because like it's NJPW, Japan, and a lot of people aren't used to the Japanese style of wrestling.
Too hard.
We started the year off with Chris Jericho as champ, AEW World Champ, which is awesome. And now we have Mox. He's feuded with Lance Archer, Brody Lee, Wardlow, MJF, and recently Eddie Kingston. Thoughts on that? Thoughts on Moxley's reign?
Mox has had one
I
of the
don't like
best.
him.
He's had one of the best reigns this year.
Wrong.
Compared to Strowman.
Like I'm not
Compared to
I'm
Drew's.
not, like,
If we're
going-
comparing,
But it's not the same
Okay,
because
okay,
that's
okay.
main roster stuff.
like one thing
AEW is main
one thing-
roster AEW.
No. We're talking about AEW NXT. That's the Wednesday night wars.
Yeah.
But Mox's reign is valuable because it has shown us like new stars, has developed new stars. Currently, no one's like
True,
gotten
true that,
completely
true that.
shat on after losing to Mox. Like I think Eddie Kingston's gonna bounce back
Yeah.
really nicely.
But it
Hello?
just his titles don't have like the same.
Yeah, like
Effect.
I agree with that. Like the storylines aren't just like legendary title reign.
And the matches are sometimes just forgettable. Like the one at the latest
Mhm.
pay-per-view, it was good, but it wasn't like,
It's just like
oh man, I have to watch this match. Like
John-
if I have never seen AEW and somebody said, hey, watch this match, and I watched it, I'd be like, it was okay. I'm probably
Moxley's,
not gonna watch it.
Moxley's match work, I should say, needs to switch up at times because I feel like he's gonna start running into the danger of like Ric Flair, where like if you've seen one Ric Flair match, you've damn near seen every Ric Flair match. Because Moxley damn near bleeds in every freaking match, and I get he's a hardcore guy, but switch up the formula sometimes.
out of all the matches Mox has had during his title reign, MJF versus Mox was pretty good.
I would probably either put
I like that
the
match.
last match he had with Kingston or his first match with Kingston as his best match during his reign. Like just the finish to the I Quit match is like one of the most like emotional.
it was a
like,
good
I
match,
Quits
but not
from a wrestler I've heard.
not that entertaining.
yeah. It's
And then we had Lance Archer and Brody Lee.
They pulled out some shit we haven't seen in like hardcore matches on like major TV.
in
Like-
a while.
Like Kingston pouring the rubbing alcohol into Mox's back. I thought that was great.
Eh.
I'll give you that.
Let's bring it back to NXT though. Keith Lee beat Adam Cole
Yeah.
back
that,
in summer.
that was a really
before
nice
summer a
one.
little
It
bit.
was during the Great American Bash.
Yeah,
That was
Great
fun to
American
watch.
Bash,
That was
yeah.
that was a good.
Which by the way, Great American Bash beat Fyter Fest 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
In ratings, it did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like one of the like 4 weeks NXT
Yeah.
beat AEW in the ratings.
Which I still don't agree with Papa H and his booking. Keith Lee. Keith Lee beating Adam Cole and then ends up losing it. And then Keith Lee ends up losing it.
Honestly,
2 weeks later?
Because
he was injured.
He didn't have a lot of defenses with the NXT title.
I feel like Keith Lee was going up to the main roster soon.
Yeah.
Anyway. So
I still think we
were just kind of like, let's go ahead and get.
I think we still
title on him.
we could have gotten Adam Cole, and then Karrion Kross beat Adam Cole.
I think that's my major problem with NXT right now. Like, the fans view it as its own brand.
Yeah.
But WWE still sees it as developmental. So, like, you
which
see
is
these,
not good.
You see these great guys get built up, like Keith Lee, Adam Cole, and you're like, just how much longer do we have them until they get called up?
But that's the way it's always going to be.
Not really.
Yeah.
If you look at it back in 2018,
honestly,
2018 was a great year for NXT.
But you just remember, like, throughout.
Like, the title rings weren't that
Remember
short.
when Kevin Owens showed up on, was it Raw, and challenged John Cena to the title?
And then he
or
won
the
it.
United States title?
Well, he was NXT.
Yeah, he was
champ.
NXT title. Yeah. That would that's a good way to bring NXT stars up while still being champion. Like, being champion, showing up, winning whoever he's facing, and then going back.
The major problem that we ran into so far this year currently is NXT's getting deprived of its main event talent, and they're going up to the main roster and then completely getting
they get buried.
Didn't Keith Lee beat Randy Orton in his first pay-per-view?
Keith Lee hasn't done jack.
Keith Lee has.
You know what's a great example of that?
What?
Aleister Black.
What
has he done?
So with
in the main Raw and SmackDown.
He had the
nothing
tag team with Ricochet. That was kind of.
But
enjoyable.
he hasn't won.
That was more on NXT than
he
main
hasn't won a
roster.
title. He hasn't done
They did
anything.
WrestleMania.
Aleister Black.
But I think of that tag team. I think of their run with NXT before they got called up.
Let's think about Keith Lee real quick.
Who should still be an NXT, by the way.
North American champion. Went from North American champion to NXT champion.
Double champ. First ever.
Yeah.
First ever double champ in NXT history.
Then called up to main roster, and he literally got deprived of everything most people liked about his character.
Well, they switched his gear.
Yeah.
They switched his entrance, which Twitter was
and that's
blowing up.
That's
that
the point.
was-
Everybody loved his look in NXT.
Yeah.
We all loved his look in NXT.
Agreed.
His interest
And bask in his glory chant.
We all loved his interest name in NXT. We would chant that to the top of the roof when he came out.
Yeah.
And they took that from him.
They brought him up too early. He should have been back whenever fans started showing up.
Way too early. Agreed.
That would have been a better time for that, because everyone saw him at the Survivor Series last year.
And Matt Riddle also.
He could have still been.
Yeah.
Right now. He could still be NXT champion.
Yeah.
While feuding with Karrion, we could have had Keith Lee and Balor.
Yeah.
And then Keith Lee O'Reilly. If you think about it.
My major problem with the Keith Lee Karrion Kross match was it was too soon.
I did not like it
for that match to happen.
Nope.
Because Keith Lee just got in. It was too early for
The
him
build
to
was
drop.
good, but
Karrion
the
just
build was
came in.
enjoyable.
the build was good.
It was too soon for Karrion to take a major loss like that.
But
Either way, it didn't look good.
But if you
either
look
one
at it
for
too,
losing.
that's the way the Attitude Era was too back in the late '90s. Everyone would lose a title every month, and you'd be like, "Oh, I can lose the title on just normal TV," or "He's probably gonna lose at the pay-per-view, so I'm gonna watch it."
This is a very hot take.
Yeah.
Too many people have nostalgia goggles when it comes to the Attitude Era.
But no, but that's the kind of feel it has with it though. It's like the champions really don't hold the titles that long. That's why they had so many reigns back then. Because each pay-per-view, someone might drop the title.
So the title has no prestige to it.
But
I mean, just look at Adam Cole's title reign.
Yeah,
More
look
than
at
what,
Adam's
400
title, yeah.
days? Longest reigning NXT champion.
Yeah.
And he deserves it.
That's
Yeah.
how you build up the prestige of a title.
That is how you build up
because with
Adam Cole, baby.
and since Adam Cole dropped it, the title has literally done nothing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Nothing. And hopefully Finn Balor can bring it back up like he did.
If he
when
doesn't
had it for the
get
first time.
injured.
If he doesn't get injured again.
I
yeah.
mean, the first match with Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly, that's
Yeah.
that's honestly an amazing start to a title reign.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
Hopefully it'll only go up. 'Cause I'd like to see Finn Balor
when
carrying
Finn-
Cross in the future.
when
Honestly, I want to see Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne.
That'd be
When
good.
Finn Balor comes back next week, who are the potential challengers?
I'd say some stupid stuff like McAfee's probably gonna get a title shot.
Oh no.
Okay, I don't think McAfee is. I feel like Pete Dunne's gonna be the one that's going after the world championship
I
because they're building him up as
But would Pete Dunne
solo
win, or lose.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't win.
I'm calling it right now. Balor comes back and joins McAfee.
No.
That's not happening. No way.
Yeah, okay.
No way.
It's some dumb shit the bad booking on NXT would
And
do
Vince
right
is
now.
gonna be
Well,
the higher
I mean,
power.
we saw some dumb shit on Wednesday with Leon Ruff winning the title, but
Honestly,
that was horrible.
surprising. No,
That
no,
was
no, 'cause,
horrible.
Like, if you've watched Leon Ruff's like actual
Ruff.
matches, yeah, I said Ruff. If you've
Leon
seen
Ruff.
Leon Ruff's actual freaking matches, you would understand that he is a good worker.
Well, I've never seen his.
The
Yeah,
problem.
and then don't judge a book by its cover.
in ring ability.
The,
Well, if you're just some casual fan and you see him win it, you're gonna be like, why?
Yeah, you're gonna be like, why?
Yeah.
Like
that's
why?
most
Like
people
why?
But, like,
That's
for,
most
like,
people that watch NXT.
Yeah, but like for people like me, I'm like, I've seen this dude
Yeah.
work. I know he can carry
Yeah,
a good match.
it's understandable.
It's just how they
Yeah.
book him.
the problem is within WWE, the past month we've seen him getting squashed on
Yeah.
205 Live.
We've seen
He
him
was a
getting-
jobber back in summer.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
seen him getting squashed
With
on,
with Thatcher.
Yeah.
we've seen him getting
Karrion
squashed on,
Kross.
like, Raw, NXT, and
He was in Raw?
I think for like
He was on. Yeah, he was on one of the main roster shows, and I think he was on main event too. So, yeah,
and
I
all we've
can-
sho him was squash matches.
Who watches
matches.
main event?
So we
Then
see
again-
him
No
come
one.
come to
you
NXT.
also gotta
Nobody.
think that was before he was officially signed.
honestly, I would have liked to see Leon Ruff in the cruiserweight title scene rather than the mid card for NXT.
I feel like he'll be on 205.
Yeah.
Santos
NXT's
Escobar.
mid-
Yeah,
Card.
Santos is
He's good,
a great title.
but his feuds,
Yeah.
his title ring has been boring, dude.
I wouldn't.
I like
say
how they brought-
that.
Like,
Like,
Swerve
yeah.
should have won it in his second or
Yeah.
third time.
It was
Yeah.
the Swerve feud was an amazing feud.
It was
though.
good, but there's actually no like real people. Like back in November of last year, December, when we had Leo Rush versus Angel Garza,
That was
that feud for the
They
cruiserweight
shoulda
title
kept Leo.
was
yeah.
amazing.
That was probably the most relevant time the cruiserweight title has ever been.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Leo,
Since Enzo holding it. That's
Leo
the most
Rush versus Angel
relevant
Garza.
spin.
Those are
Banger.
match of the year contenders. Those
Watch
are
that on
actual
watch
match
that
of
on the
year
WWE
contenders.
network. You'll enjoy it, trust me.
$9.99 a
And you'll see us.
Okay, Michael Cole.
You'll see us chanting and stuff. In the tag team division or NXT, yikes. It's been bad. It's been a bad year. We had,
It's getting
like
good.
I said, Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne, and then we had Imperium. Then recently, well, a couple months, we had Breezango, and now we have Danny and Oni.
I'm glad they finally got it.
Not a big fan of them. Never was. Never will be.
McAfee's
know.
group has great.
I like
potential.
McAfee's group, but not
Yeah.
the tag team.
Oni and Danny Burch.
I want Imperium.
Imperium's title reign
Too short.
too short.
Way too short.
Yeah.
Way too short.
They honestly should have let.
Well,
Marcel
who else? Who
Barthel,
else was, like-
develop his character?
In the last 4 months, we've had Imperium, Breezango, and now Oni and Danny. Those are only 3 tag teams. If you count Inda Share, which we've never seen them. We haven't seen them.
And we know why we're not seeing.
Yeah, and we know why we're not seeing them. Who else? That's four tag teams.
For one match, we had Time Splitters back.
Yeah.
That don't count though.
That
But
doesn't count.
like there's no tag teams in NXT, and that's a big problem for them compared to AEW.
Yeah.
Because AEW takes
A-
all the good
A-
tag
AEW
teams.
has the best tag team division in the world.
Yeah, because they're stacked on stacked on stacked on tag team.
I feel
They
like
better
okay,
not keep signing people because
AEW
then it's just gonna get
yeah, AEW has the best tag team in the world.
It's literally gonna
NXT
be,
has the best
if
women's division.
if they keep signing people, it's gonna be like WWE 2.0 because they're gonna have so many people.
They might as
that
well
they
make
can't
another
do
show.
anything with
Yeah.
them.
Another show.
you have Dark.
I don't watch Dark.
I'm not
Who
gonna
watches Dark?
Dark,
Yeah.
Dark's good.
Yeah, Dark's
You
Dark's
guys are
legitimately
You
good.
guys are like one.
I've
to
watched Dark
2,000
a couple
people.
times, but not like that.
Dark is actually good.
We're gonna check the views on the last Dark.
Check the views. It's probably like 90,000. It started off with like 300K. I know that. It's gone down, up, down, up.
This last week's Dark for
That's one match.
Danny Jordan versus Leva Bates had 26K viewers.
It's free wrestling. People are always gonna watch free wrestling.
I just want NXT to sign more people, like tag teams.
The entire episode had 307K viewers.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. But that's
It's
like a third of their actual like viewer base right
It's
there.
like all those people are independent,
it's a little under
like
half
indie
of what they pull,
wrestlers,
Yeah.
of what they pull on Dynamite.
just to show what to show like us, the audience, wrestling fans, what they're in store for.
But like
but
the results on Dark actually matter, unlike WWE main event.
Do they actually matter?
They
A little bit.
They let
Only-
people get like
If it's a high profile
TV
name,
show.
it
only
will.
star that I've seen
Like-
actually be made from AW Dark is Abaddon. She's
Like
gone through
Spears.
there.
He has a good record, but he's wrestled most of the time in Dark,
Yeah.
not on TV. And he's like, I don't even know, it's like 18-2, something like that.
Yeah.
But you don't see him getting a title shot
Yeah.
because
The win-loss record doesn't actually count.
Like they
it
said
does
it would.
count.
No, it doesn't.
It does count.
Please stop. No,
It did count the first couple months.
Yeah.
the
AEW
really time
started.
it only matters
But
right
it hasn't
now is
count,
with
it
the
hasn't
main title.
counted yet, like recently. Eddie
Not
Kingston.
even that. It doesn't even count with the main title.
Can we
'Cause there's
check the
been people- There's
rankings
literally been people like with lower
For what?
ranks that have gotten world title shots out of nowhere.
for AW?
They've been doing a lot of tournaments or like number one contender matches.
Yeah.
I agree. But hey, it's watchable. Like the tag team tournament was pretty good.
Which one?
The one that just ended. No.
Yeah, the recently one with the Young Bucks. Like
Okay, that one.
Yeah. we had Dark
The,
Order,
the
Lucha,
tournament they did for
Lucha
The women's
Bros.
tag team tournament, I'm indifferent on. Like, it was good in the beginning, but I felt like it slowed down.
I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
That was not good.
The tournament they just did for number one contender world championship was great.
The women's division in
Yeah.
AW they have a lot of people, but they don't have high profile names.
Like,
They have like the top. Let's put the top 5: Britt Baker, Sheeta, Nyla Rose. I'd put Tanara in there probably.
It's kind of
If
hard.
she doesn't kill someone.
And who else?
Whoa.
I'd put Anna Jay in there before Tainara.
Anna Jay. Yeah, we
It's
don't want.
kind of hard to develop people when, like, there's only
They
one
don't
women's
have.
segment
And
every
well, you have
week.
Brandy, but
AW needs to pump up their women's segments.
Brandy basically works as a manager
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, Brandy is good on the mic.
and then
but
the bunny.
Allie.
Yeah. You see, they don't have a good.
Allie needs to be used more.
Yeah, she's a great in-ring worker.
Like Sheeta as champ is alright, but it's the same matches all over again.
Because they don't want to develop any other women.
Yeah, it's sad.
There's literally one women's segment a week.
It's sad. Well, NXT has 2 matches, 2 women's matches, and then a couple segments.
And that's why NXT Women's Division is great, because they actually utilize their talent. Like,
I agree.
Dakota Kai came over.
No, they have the best,
Dakota Kai came
Yeah.
over.
like the best women's division ever.
Dakota Kai came over. Nobody knew who Dakota Kai was. Like,
I've always loved Dakota
I kinda
Kai.
did.
I've always loved Dakota
I kinda
Kai.
didn't
Like,
know who
she
I
was.
follow Stardom and all that, but nobody else knew who she was. And now she's one of, like, the most over people in the women's division.
Yeah. Was it whenever she was with what's her name?
Raquel.
Raquel. Yeah. That
Yeah,
was
Raquel.
that was a
That's another person.
that was a
Raquel
good-
Gonzalez is probably breakout superstar of the year.
Yeah,
For
nobody,
women's, yeah.
nobody
For
knew
women's,
who
yeah.
Raquel was, and
Yeah.
now she's insanely over.
She is a beast.
her match with Rhea at
That
Halloween
was
Havoc
amazing.
was great.
Definitely. That's probably the top 5 women's matches of this year so far.
I would agree with that.
If you add Charlotte Flair and Rhea.
That
Excuse me.
that
Number
that,
one.
Charlotte Flair versus Rhea at
Excuse me?
Mania?
that doesn't count.
That was a good match.
That was a
We
good
all-
match.
we talked about
We
And
it.
then
all
the
know-
triple-
we
and
all
then the
know
triple
it's gonna
threat.
Be, the number 1 women's match of this year. It's gonna be Sasha versus Bailey.
Oh, the one where Sasha
Nope.
hit like 12 Insiguri's.
Nope.
No, it's going to be.
Just
trust
wait till next week.
me. Wait till next week. What?
Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley.
That's
You think-
For the
one-on-one-
title?
You think they're gonna give that the same acclaim? as,
One-on-one?
Like, Sasha
That
versus
match
Bailey?
will go at least
Yeah.
25
Oh,
minutes.
The Io, Rhea, and Charlotte match in your house was great.
No. I'm
That
not
was a great
saying-
match.
I'm not saying Io versus
Yeah.
Ripley isn't gonna go like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm saying, do you think it's gonna get the same acclaim as Sasha Banks versus Bailey? At
If
Hell
they
in a
do it
Cell?
right, yeah.
It will get the same acclaim from NXT fans.
I mean, Sasha
Outside
and
there,
Bailey are
Sasha
bigger
Bailey,
names.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell.
They're bigger names than Rhea
Sasha and Bailey also had the
and
greatest
Io.
women's match of all time.
Back
Brooklyn
in
too.
Yeah.
Brooklyn
It
2,
was a 2 or
TakeOver.
3.
Literally, the only match that literally had me screaming at the top of my lungs without even being there.
It was good.
It was amazing.
Man, NXT has always had a good women's division.
Yeah, because they signed.
Yeah,
the
you
top
do.
talent.
Just like,
Since the beginning, it's
let's
always
just talk
had
about
a
the
good-
names. Candice LeRae, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, Shotzi Blackheart, Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez. Just keep them coming.
Charlotte, Becky.
No. In NXT.
We can
Andy
forget about
Hartwell,
Charlotte.
Mia Yim,
Yeah.
when Mia Yim was in NXT.
Honestly, like, and it's crazy because
And now
a lot of
Ember
these
Moon and then
people-
Tony
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah, and then also the NXT UK Women's Division.
A lot of these people
I love
like,
wrestling.
came from nowhere and became like top stars in NXT.
Yeah.
Like Sasha Banks, I didn't even know who Sasha Banks
Yeah.
was before she signed with WWE.
Snoop Dogg's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I didn't know who she was either.
Yeah.
Bailey,
Yeah.
same thing. I knew she worked, I think Shimmer, but I didn't actually know who she was.
Yeah, I think Bailey and Becky worked Shimmer for a little bit.
They're all NXT homegrown products.
Yeah.
Products.
Yeah, at this point.
Basically.
I'm calling it that Will Hobbs is going to be the first homegrown AEW talent.
Could be potential.
I like Will Hobbs, but he's just another big dude in AEW.
He has potential.
They have too many big dudes there,
He has potential.
and we've seen what's happened with Lance Archer,
Yeah.
Brody Lee, Brian Cage. They all lost to Mox. So
But Mox doesn't make him look weak with the loss, unlike a lot of main roster.
But
True.
you make
matches.
listen. If you
true,
say,
he has a point there. That's
if
true.
you have Mox beat against win against big guys every single match, and then he faces somebody like Kenny who's not
He's gonna win it December 2nd.
but I'm
by
saying
the
who's
way.
not like the same physique as them, ripped, strong, and all that. You have him go out there and beat him.
But Kenny is known as one of the world's greatest wrestlers.
Top
I-
5.
I wouldn't say top 5.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Like,
You want to talk about top 5 right now?
Yeah, it's
okay, think back to like
Okada. AJ
Wait, I want to
Styles,
hear his list.
Okada, AJ Styles, Roman Reigns, current Roman Reigns. He's amazing right now. Like one of the best for
Okay.
storyline based.
How about we all give a top 5?
Yeah.
Start with him.
Yeah,
We'll
so-
go this way then.
Seth Rollins, he's just amazing. Current
Right.
Seth Rollins, he keeps just rejuvenating his character. Whenever it gets stale, he changes. And then, Keith Lee for me just went from like local wrestling guy for me to one of the biggest names in WWE.
Zach?
I don't know if I can put it in order, but none of them are in WWE.
Of
You have
course.
Tanahashi, Okada, Minoru Suzuki, Ibushi, and I throw Kenny in as number 5.
Right. Mine's gonna be a bit weird. No. Okay. First off, I would probably have to put Hiroshi Tanahashi, definitely.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah, you don't. But Hiroshi Tanahashi is probably like one of the best in-ring performers
I know who
I've
Okada
ever
is, but-
seen in my life.
Okada is the man.
Like
now.
Okada versus
Yeah,
Kenny
he's the
Omega.
man right now,
Kenny
but-
Omega. Those matches, I've seen those matches.
They're
Honestly,
amazing.
Incredible.
I just want Okada
Wait,
to
let him
come to
finish.
WWE for one match.
Yeah, let me finish.
Let him
Yeah.
finish.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
That's your
I'd
first one?
honestly put Shibata as second. Shibata is also a solid ass performer.
Shibata's great.
Third, I put Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins,
Seth Rollins delivers 24/7,
he
and if you say he doesn't, you're lying to yourself.
Seth's great. He's just not in my top 5.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
Seth will go down as one of the greatest WWE
Everyone's
stars of all time.
entitled to their own opinion.
He works hard.
Keep going, Amari.
Fourth, that's gonna be a tough one. Who would I put as fourth? Fourth out of all the people I've seen, probably Minoru Suzuki. One of the oldest wrestlers, but also one of the few that has actually been declining in age, but still wrestles his fucking ass off as if he's 21.
Minoru Suzuki is not afraid to murder a man in the ring.
It's not. And we're going top 5 wrestlers like male, female,
Yeah,
Ma-
just top 5.
Top 5 in general, yeah.
top 5 in general. Honestly, I'd put Asuka in my 5.
Asuka is great.
Do you have a girl in your top 5? Oh,
I'd say
I know
Charlotte.
who it is. Yeah. Do you
I'd
have a
say
top? Do you have a
Over
girl?
Asuka?
Yeah, of
Charlotte
course.
just has her dad's aura.
Do you have a top? Do you have a girl? In
Oh
your
wait,
top
no,
five?
sorry. I'm gonna change.
If we have put a women's wrestler in the top 5, it's Asuka.
I'm taking Roman Reigns out of my top 5 and putting John Cena.
Yeah. Wait, we're talking. Are we talking about current?
All right. You know what? Let's do this again.
Okay, overall.
Top 5 overall.
Overall? Okay. Stone Cold. John Cena.
Okay.
Okada. Styles. Charlotte.
Okay. What about you, Zach?
Okada, Tanahashi, Stone Cold, Taker. Still have Kenny in there.
Is it? Tanahashi, still. Then I would add probably. I'd go Thunder Tiger.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Is it
legend.
Tiger or Liger?
Tiger.
No, Tiger.
Oh.
Third.
He was on the retired.
Still Shibata, because his personal story is freaking amazing. This man literally broke his freaking neck and still somehow wrestled.
So Kurt Angle.
Yeah, almost like Kurt Angle. Like he literally
The
had like
broken
freaking
neck.
He had an almost life-threatening injury.
Yeah.
Came back and still worked the NJPW style. Like, do you know how insane that is? Fourth, Minami Toyota. You guys probably don't know her, but she's regarded as
Didn't you show me a match of hers?
Yeah, she's regarded.
That match was really good.
The best women's wrestler in history. Not even just in Japan, overall. And fifth, honestly, I go Stone Cold.
You cannot like Stone Cold.
You cannot keep Stone Cold out of the top 5.
You can't.
One of the few people.
He made wrestling super relevant.
He's insanely over. Like, even till this day, people still talk about Stone Cold.
I love Stone Cold, but I would say he's such a better entertainer than wrestler.
But that's what wrestling is. It's entertainment.
In my opinion, he's a better entertainer than The Rock. And I know it's a hot take, but
I don't know about that.
It's a hot take, but I see
That's
where
up
you
for
come
debate.
from.
That's up for debate.
Let me tell you why. What are the top moments in WWE history, and why do they almost all feature Stone Cold?
Because he's a megastar.
He's the wrestler.
Well, because
Wrestling
back
is
in
not
Attitude
about-
Era,
Wrestling is about technicality and skill and all that. But for this, like for WWE, AEW, and New Japan and all that, it's all about the entertainment and how well you can entertain the crowd. Because you can go watch amateur wrestling on the Olympics or just whatever high school, college stuff, and they're going to be technically amazing, better than all these WWE guys. You're just going to be like, oh wow, that's insane. But with this kind of wrestling, you need to hold the audience. You need to get them in there, and Stone Cold did that every week.
Stone Cold was literally a jack of all trades almost, because he could handle himself in matches, still put on an amazing freaking match, and then he could go out tomorrow, cut one hell of a promo that get the people talking for freaking days and weeks.
all right. So top 5. We'll do in ring first.
You didn't even give your
You
top
didn't get
five.
your top.
Yeah, I
five.
do top 5, but we were talking about in ring and entertainers.
Oh no, I thought
Or
you were
just
just overall. Just do it.
Overall,
Yeah. Your favorite.
my favorite.
Yeah.
All right, number 1, Adam Cole, baby.
He's great.
Number 2, Kenny Omega.
Okay.
Number 3, Undertaker. Number 5, Cena. Wait, number 4, Cena.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or did I lose count?
You lost
You
count.
can do the Seb.
Yeah.
Number 4, Cena.
Yes.
And number 5, Adam Cole. I lost count. Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, John Cena, Undertaker, and The Rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overall, but like in ring is different.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
If we're doing in ring, we're gonna put Will Ospreay in there too, because
So,
Ricochet, Will
Like
Ospreay.
only New Japan stars.
Not
Yes.
really.
I mean,
like-
you could also
What is your
I'm
what
just-
is your in ring top 5?
in ring.
Ooh.
Ooh, you put me on the spot like that. AJ Styles.
Definitely.
That man puts on bangers every time. Even his not so good matches are still really fun to watch.
AJ Shinsuke Nakamura was so disappointing.
It was
At
disappointing.
Mania.
WWE version?
Yeah,
But
at
it was
Mania,
still, but it was
Not
still
the Japanese
enjoyable.
version.
they
It was
they
still enjoyable though.
they were promoting it as on par with New Japan.
No. We all know that. It wasn't
Yeah.
going to be on par with New Japan.
But
I can dream.
Will Ospreay, he's really entertaining to watch. His New Japan stuff, like when he does the flip off the top rope or whatever.
Will Ospreay.
And he just stands there and what's his name turns around, looks at him as he's standing
Honestly,
up.
underrated opinion, Will Ospreay is one of the most creative people in wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen his matches.
But the real
He's
question
good.
is, early Will Ospreay as Super Junior or heavyweight Will Ospreay?
Both. Both are entertaining. Both are great in the ring.
Keep going your top 5.
Ricochet, his stuff in NXT and all that. When I got to see that was amazing.
Yeah, Ricochet's dude, he's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna say Stone Cold again because he can sell.
That's
He
4,
can.
yeah.
It's 4. I don't know, but he that's 4. Yeah, he can sell. He can put on really good matches, and he holds that crowd whenever he's in there. Like I don't want to stop watching a match with him. And I'd say Asuka for women's in ring. I'd say Asuka.
What about you, Zach?
I'd still have to have Tanahashi, Okada, and Omega in there. I'd throw Will Ospreay in there because he is one of the only wrestlers I can think of that is consistently improving with every match. And either AJ or Seth Rollins.
For mine, Tanahashi. All right, I'm gonna throw a wedge in this. Y'all probably gonna like argue about this, but honestly, second, I would go Walter.
Walter is amazing.
I have never seen a bad Walter match.
Me either.
All his matches in WWE have been at least 5 stars.
Not even just WWE. Like you know how they have like the WXW
His indie
shows?
indie
stuff is
matches.
great
Yeah.
too.
You know how they have like the WXW shows and everything on the network.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that stuff. If you go and watch that stuff and see his matches on WXW, all the other indie
Yeah.
shows, pure fucking.
Does
entertaining.
Walter have the most 5-star matches for a WWE guy?
No.
Is it Johnny?
Probably Johnny.
Probably Johnny.
Johnny or Adam Cole?
Johnny is.
Third, I would actually put Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano is honestly one of the most underrated wrestlers because every time you see him on TV, you're like, oh, this guy again? But he puts on great matches.
We hate him and we love him at the same time.
He is
Gargano
NXT.
Gargano has put on NXT's best match.
Yeah.
Him versus Andrade Cien Almas, NXT TakeOver Philly.
Agreed.
That was.
That's the
amazing.
match that got me into NXT, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or early 2017. First month, right?
No, it was
No, it
2018.
was like December of
20
18.
Yeah.
Late
Or
2017.
January.
Because that
early
was
2018.
one of my first NXT shows I went to was Andrade was still champion.
Top 3 matches probably in NXT history.
Okay, fourth, Manami Toyota still. If you haven't watched the Manami Toyota
Nope, don't know who
match,
that is.
You need to watch.
You need to watch it. Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Start,
I'll
watch,
watch it.
start
I'll
watching
watch it.
Japanese wrestling.
Who was the
Yeah.
wrestler
I
that
don't know.
trained Rio?
Emi Sakura.
She's up there as one of the greatest women's wrestlers.
She is fucking amazing. I will tell you that. Also, Meiko Satomura.
Yes.
Watch her. Fifth. I don't know where I put his fifth. Honestly, it would either be like a toss up between like Seth Rollins or Suzuki.
Seth Rollins, his WrestleMania match with
Seth-
Randy Orton was amazing.
The reason why I love Seth Rollins is because every year this man improves. Like if you recognize like his moveset from like the Shield all the way up to like now and all the new moves he's introduced into his arsenal, you would see that this man puts in fucking work.
Yeah.
Does he still overuse the Falcon Arrow?
Not really.
So that's like his face thing. Whenever he's a baby face, like every other move is the Falcon Arrow.
But you gotta remember when he hit the Phoenix Splash for the first time and how crazy like everybody thought that was.
Yeah.
I liked it when he had the pedigree as his finisher. That was fun.
Same, because it really marked.
Yeah.
He's like one of the few people in WWE that's had like an actual character arc.
Yeah.
Who? Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's, what is it, the Authority?
Yeah.
I mean, first a Shield,
Shield,
Authority,
Architect.
Architect,
I love this business. Seth.
Messiah,
Kingslayer, Beast
Break it
Slayer.
down.
Kingslayer. Yeah, he's had a pretty good characters. My top 5 in ring, number 1 would have to be Kenny Omega.
Of
Number
course.
2 would be,
Okay. Meltzer.
all right, calm down. Number 1 Kenny, number 2 Adam Cole.
If he was Meltzer, it would be the Bucks.
Oh yeah. My bad.
No, it'd be both.
Yeah, be
Uh,
both.
yeah, Kenny,
All three number
Adam
1.
Cole, Gargano, Ricochet, and
Put a woman in there for your top.
He doesn't watch women's wrestling. Like
I
me.
just can't put
It's okay to put Charlotte.
I can't put Charlotte Flair over like a Will Ospreay or
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair is worse than like a
or like a Seth
quarter of
Rollins.
the WWE
Well, I think
women's
Seth Rollins,
division.
yeah, but like,
Yeah.
You can put like Asuka.
Honestly,
if I had to pick a girl for
Yeah.
number 5, it would be Charlotte Flair,
yeah.
no doubt.
Honestly, like you could pick Asuka.
You're
because
saying-
her accomplishments.
You're
alone.
saying Charlotte is a better in-ring worker than Asuka.
Yep,
why?
100%.
What made you have such a wrong opinion?
Charlotte is a better wrestler than Asuka.
Let him
Why?
have this. Let him have
Why?
this.
Because Charlotte does different moves. Charlotte
What?
Flair is a what's it called?
A high flyer.
High flyer. Which Asuka, I don't see her doing that.
That's
Like
not her
exactly.
style.
She doesn't do that. Charlotte Flair is
That proves my point.
Charlotte Flair can also- Charlotte Flair
is acrobatic.
technical.
Seth
also,
Yeah, she is good.
Seb likes spot monkeys.
she's stronger.
She is stronger.
And
Stronger than Asuka?
yeah, bro.
In a legit fight, Asuka would murder Charlotte.
No.
This
no,
is wrestling,
no.
not MMA.
No.
Because look at CM Punk. They
Wrestling.
call himself the best wrestler in the world, and he got his ass handed to him like in
Yeah.
2 minutes.
That's what I mean. Like, no, he's saying that Charlotte's stronger. If it was Asuka and Charlotte,
It'd be
In
pretty-
a wrestling ring, or like in a real fight.
if we were even doing amateur wrestling or MMA, it would.
Well,
matter.
if we're doing
Asuka would
amateur
win.
wrestling, if we're talking about amateur wrestling, then Dolph Ziggler needs to be number 1 for everyone.
Dolph can sell.
No comment.
Dolph Ziggler was an amazing amateur wrestler.
he was. I'm not gonna lie.
Dolph
But then
Ziggler-
You also got Chad
Yeah.
Gable.
He's
Yeah,
one of the
Chad
best.
Gable,
He's
and
one of the
you
best
have
wrestlers.
Kurt Angle. Those are like the 3 best amateur wrestlers in all of wrestling.
Dolph Ziggler is one of the best wrestlers ever to enter a WWE ring. Just nobody cares about him
Yeah.
anymore.
No, Dolph has the same problem that a lot of the roster has. Vince puts him in shit storylines that no one cares about.
But the thing is, with Dolph, he gets them over anyway.
Yeah.
But he's
Like,
a good wrestler.
Yeah,
Like,
but
we
he's a
all-
great wrestler.
like
all-
early 2010.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like, we all knew Dolph was gonna lose the Drew McIntyre storyline, but Dolph still sold the shit out of that.
The
storyline.
Goldberg was hilarious
Yeah.
and amazing. I'm not done with you. Get back in
Yikes.
here.
Goldberg is the most problematic part-timer.
We don't talk about Goldberg.
Goldberg.
You know,
No
like,
Goldberg
wait.
in this podcast.
You know why he lost it? I mean, why he won against the Fiend, right?
Because it's Goldberg, and he said he wanted the title.
Yeah.
He gets what he wants.
And that's why
He
Goldberg
did it for his son.
This is
For
why
his
Goldberg
son.
is
For
the
his
most
son.
problematic part-timer.
He almost killed the Undertaker. All right.
He almost
He
killed,
almost killed him.
He almost killed the Undertaker.
he almost
almost
killed
killed the
himself
Phenom.
headbutting the door.
No, he almost killed the Phenom. If he killed the Phenom, he would have not had
the Boneyard match,
the Boneyard match.
which was amazing.
Yep. Probably one of the best cinematic matches ever.
AEW
Stadium
cinematic
Stampede.
matches have been kind of
Yikes.
lacking.
Stadium Stampede was amazing.
Let's talk about that. The gimmick matches.
Yeah.
AEW has produced over the last year
Yeah,
and a month. They basically, since they started the company, they've had Stadium Stampede.
which was enjoyable.
I think
It's been my favorite cinematic match.
that was probably the
Better than
best.
the Boneyard. The Boneyard match was like a B movie.
No,
horror
I'd
movie.
say the Stampede was the best cinematic match AEW has produced till this day.
No, I'd say it's the
But
best.
I don't think
between-
it beats the Boneyard.
Boneyard just had it. It was like you had the Druids come out and you're like, oh my god, this is stupid, but I love it. I can't stop watching.
They've had
this.
true. They've had what? Stadium Stampede. They had the Mayhem, Mimosa,
the Mayhem or the
Mimosa Mayhem.
Mimosa Mayhem.
That was bad.
That was great.
Nah. What else have they had? They had the Britt Baker and Swole.
That was terrible.
That was
That was
legitimately bad.
horrible.
Yeah. Horrible.
Like I'll defend AEW. They fucked up there.
That's 3. They've had more. Just can't think of none.
The Matt Hardy, Sammy.
Well,
match.
The
recently-
Elite Deletion.
Yeah,
The Elite Deletion.
The Elite Deletion was
recently,
forgettable.
last pay-per-view, Full Gear.
and then no, that Sammy Matt Hardy match was
Which one?
the one where
recent
he
one.
almost killed himself.
That was on a
off that?
Wednesday.
No, that was on a pay-per-view. It's like Fyter Fest.
You talking about the one where Matt Hardy got a concussion?
Yeah.
It was
Like,
the same pay-per-view as the Big Swole match.
I still think
Fighter
that was,
Fest,
like, one of
though.
the most bullshit things.
That
I've
was
ever
one.
seen.
That was one of the worst matches to come out this year.
Okay.
It's not
So-
even that it was like the worst match. The
Yeah.
scandal around it is what.
That's
pissed
what
me
makes
off.
it terrible because it's like they still let him wrestle.
I still think
Injured.
he was concussed. He didn't know where the hell he was
He
at.
was like- they were like, "Hey, Matt."
But Tony Khan said,
It
"Keep on going."
it was
We want the money.
We want the money. We want the views.
Everyone says it's Tony Khan. Tony Khan was fucking pissed at that doctor.
Or whoever, like whoever's in charge of.
The doctor is at fault for that match.
Yes.
Somebody.
The doctor's at fault, and too many people put it on Tony Khan for letting Hardy keep doing the match.
If you see it in slow motion, his skull literally bounces off the concrete.
You don't need slow motion to see that.
Just if you watch, it looks worse in slow motion. But if you watch it, like, dude, he was knocked out.
And the doctor fucked up.
It
wasn't Tony Khan.
Tony Khan also has because Tony Khan can say, stop the match. I don't care what the doctor says.
Yeah.
Just end it. But he didn't.
Yeah. They wouldn't have had all the controversy
Yeah.
if they stopped the match, but they decided to keep going.
Yeah.
And Twitter wrestling was wild that
Twitter
night.
wrestling is toxic as hell.
Twitter wrestling.
We'll talk about that after
Twitter
this.
in general is one
Wait,
of
hold
the
up.
most
We'll
toxic
talk about
websites.
that after this. But the cinematic matches for WWE in the past year, Boneyard match,
which was amazing.
the Fiend Bray
Yeah,
Wyatt
the
versus
Firehouse-
John Cena.
Yeah, Firefly Funhouse match.
Funhouse
Underrated
match.
in my opinion.
It was great.
It was good. What else have they had?
It was weird.
recently.
But that's
I
what
don't
made
think
it
they've
great.
had any more.
Money
they
in the
have
Bank.
Money in the Bank one.
The Money in the Bank.
where
the
Baron
head-
Corbin killed
at the
2 people on
headquarters.
live TV.
Baron Corbin did murder 2 people on live TV.
Was it
Alistair
Aleister
and
Black?
Yeah,
Mysterio.
Alistair Mysterio threw him off the roof. But whenever you go back and watch the match, like at the beginning, you can see the crash pad that they go
have
off
like
on.
pads.
Yeah.
And all that. That was alright, but
Otis winning.
No.
Poor Otis.
Yeah, I think the result is like what kind of messed it up because like everybody knew Otis wasn't gonna cash in on anyone.
So from what I've heard is
And the Halloween Havoc match.
they had
NXT. Yeah.
the last pay-per-view
Wait,
they had Tucker turn on Otis.
Yeah.
They have no plans for Tucker.
Yeah,
Of course they don't.
I mean, I don't find him interesting.
But why have him?
He's
turned if you have
interesting in
no
the tag
plans?
team when he was with Otis, but
No,
I don't
he
know.
can. I feel like
dude.
it's just so many people that could change their characters in WWE and they could instantly get over, but WWE's not gonna give
It's
them
like the Iconics. Why would you break them up?
Yeah,
They were great.
Why?
Billy's better.
Why you don't break up a real tag team?
I keep telling people Billy is better.
Billy is better.
The
than
more
Peyton.
you say that, the more angry I get.
Oh, shut up.
I
Peyton's
still think
better.
Peyton's
You
better.
wanna know
yeah.
why I think Billy is better?
She can talk and she can wrestle. Peyton can just kind of wrestle.
No, Peyton can wrestle. Billy is just a way better entertainer.
Yeah.
Like, think about all the catchphrases of the Iconics and think about who made them. Billy Kay.
Billy Kay made the Iconics.
Billy Kay's the talker. Peyton's the wrestler.
And now Billy Kay has a banker of an intro.
And, like, that's what made them, like, that team. Like, if they were still together, they need to be together because they're, like, the only actual women's tag team at this point.
Yeah.
The women's
besides
tag titles
Riot
are a
Squad.
joke.
Yeah. I mean,
Like not the titles themselves, but like what they've been doing with the title is a joke.
What they're running with Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax is kind of good for
not Nia
kinda
Jax,
like
not Big Oof.
No. The reason why I like it is just because like they have that dynamic, that character dynamic. where it's
Female
like-
Team Hell No.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, what about Team Hell No 0.5 on NXT?
Oh, you talking about Drake
Killian and Drake?
Killian Dane?
Oh Lord.
I feel like that's going to get
not-
over.
let's not
That's
talk about
that's
that.
already over.
Yeah.
How
was it there in person for them?
It's freaking hilarious.
wrestling Twitter.
Oh, don't get me started.
It's so toxic.
Toxic AF.
I've never seen someone say anything good about a promotion on wrestling Twitter.
No, it's like
It's not, dude. I've seen like people get bullied on Twitter for no reason.
Dude,
Like,
what-
Alexa
what-
Bliss gets bullied on Twitter for no
every day. Like
Every day.
what
No
happened
reason.
to Sonya Deville?
yeah.
Like
Wrestling. Yeah.
with this dude
Stalker.
and like stalker and like Twitter and all that. Like that's not
Crazy.
cool.
It's good for the wrestlers to get to the fans, but there's those crazy people that are just
Yeah,
like
and then like we have all the marks. I think they know it all.
the marks that literally just go to WWE's and says AEW is better, and the marks that go to AEW's page and say
Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead, Amari.
Out of all the wrestling groups
yeah.
that are toxic, AEW fans have to be the most toxic.
It's like PlayStation fans on Twitter too.
It's-
They every single
That-
post.
That's
AEW
accurate.
and PS and PlayStation people are the same
like literally
because they think because we have exclusives or we have the better male wrestlers, we're the better promotion. No,
and like
it's whichever is fun to watch.
with the AEW fans, like these are literally people that don't watch anything else in wrestling, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I watch a little bit of NJPW. Who's the current champion?" Like,
I think as soon as
they like try to have the biggest opinion out of everybody else.
I would put most toxic wrestling fan base, AEW, or the people that watch main roster WWE and nothing else.
But they don't. Yes. But main roster people don't go to AEW's Twitter page and spam them.
You see, the main roster people.
I don't know where you've been then.
Listen, the main roster fans will support WWE Raw and SmackDown all day, every day over AEW.
Yeah.
Because they don't watch AEW.
They don't watch NXT either.
They don't watch
the way
NXT.
It works for both of those fan
That's
bases.
what I hate the most. Wait, that's what I hate the most. WWE, the universe, how they call it, most of the people watch Raw and SmackDown. But basically, everybody of all those people don't watch NXT.
Yeah.
When NXT is a better product of Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then as soon as AEW started, all the WWE fanboys and girls jumped the ship to AEW, and now everything that WWE does in Raw, SmackDown, NXT, they hate on it. And wrestling Twitter, that's what sucks.
The way it works for both of those fan bases, the promotion you back can do nothing wrong, and the other promotion can't do anything right.
Like, whenever, after the Kenny Hangman match, everyone on Twitter was saying that was a perfect match. And if you had a different opinion, they would be like, did you watch the same match we did? Like, they kind of talked down to the people that didn't enjoy it. It's like, it wasn't, like, a perfect match.
Just watch an Adam Cole Gargano match.
So,
yeah.
Way better.
I don't think Kenny Hangman was amazing. I don't think it was as bad as you say.
It was good.
It's a 3.5.
It was good.
It's a
That's
good
the word.
match.
Good.
It's a 3.5 or a 3.75.
People like were going on Twitter and like going crazy, like 5 star. And
No,
I'm like,
no.
Because it didn't like the biggest pet peeve I had about that match. It didn't build upon the story of Kenny Omega and Hangman.
Yeah.
And like when we were coming into that match, we were looking for a storytelling match, and
it ended abruptly.
We didn't get that.
Yeah.
There were like tiny things in the match that did have some storytelling, like the finish of the match right before Kenny hit the one-winged angel. Hangman wasn't stopping. He was doing anything to get out of that. Like, he wanted that win so bad.
But it didn't translate well to the actual match.
Yeah, because think about it. These are former tag team partners, former best friends. You'd think the match would be a lot more personal than it was.
I think the thing is, like,
I think they're saving that up for the title.
Like, the Bucks hate Hangman.
That's the fault.
The Bucks hate Hangman, but I feel like Kenny is still stuck somewhere in the middle.
We don't know because Kenny can't show. Kenny doesn't have a character.
I feel like the match they gave us, Kenny Hangman, they didn't want it to be perfect because I feel like they're gonna save it. They're gonna save that match for the title next year, when that'll be a killer match.
It better be.
Better be. I know.
Could have been perfect, and then everybody would be hyped about
but
a sequel.
We talk about that. Look at the Okada Omega matches. Each match got better.
Well, that match, those matches went longer.
But I'm saying, those matches were better than whatever, each one was better than the last. And so you're just like, they could do it. They can. They could have had a really good 5-star match, and then the next match be like just a total 6-star, 7-star banger.
There is no such thing as too many perfect matches. There is no such thing as too many great matches.
Look at Ciampa Gargano. Look at all those matches. They just got better and better after each one. The Adam Cole Gargano matches, they got better with each one after that.
Agreed.
It's possible, but they just didn't want to do it. They didn't want to pull the trigger on it.
Let's talk about what can happen the last month and 2 weeks of NXT and AEW, since we're almost done with 2020.
So I have a thing. It's for main roster though.
All right, go ahead.
So Miro comes to AEW, cuts his promo. They put Lana through tables for 8 weeks because he talked shit on the company. They fired Zelina for talking shit on the company.
Oh no.
Alistair's going through tables for 8 weeks.
He'll be released by the end of the year. But
after he goes through tables for 8 weeks.
True.
The Miro Lana thing, like apparently people like Help Writing Story said that had nothing to do with Miro, like her going through tables, has had nothing to do with
think
it.
it does a little bit.
I don't believe it.
But
Yeah.
they said that they're gonna push Lana hard now. Like
She's
they're gonna
not a
push
good
her with this whole
wrestler.
thing.
Like if
Nobody
they don't
wants
want us
to
to
see
think
her.
it's like that, why start the week after he cuts that promo?
Yeah, and it's like
Because they want people to, they want controversy. What did Eric Bischoff say? Controversy sells. So you
Lana-
think that you're gonna watch it?
Lana is the same version of Eva Marie.
Yeah,
But I don't think it's controversy. I just think it's Vince being petty
but
and
you,
taking it out
but
on.
you think it's him being petty,
When
right?
is he petty?
He's taking it out on someone who had nothing to do with that promo.
But they want you to think about it. They want you to be like, oh, they're doing it because of that. So you're talking about the thing
Like
regardless.
this is the exact reason I don't watch main roster WWE anymore.
Well, none of us do.
I just watch highlights.
I do.
I don't.
Whenever I'm back,
I don't watch Raw
Whenever
or
I'm back in
SmackDown.
Texas,
I
I watch
watch
Raw and
wrestling.
SmackDown.
So if there's a wrestling show.
I'll like see on
watch it.
Twitter
Yeah.
to keep up with it, but I don't watch it.
when
I
I
don't
go
watch
back
the 3
home,
hours at TV and stare at the
Me
TV
and my
for
dad
3
watch
hours.
like them live or the day like after we watch it, but that's the only time I really watch it.
What is my saying? Wednesday nights are the real wrestling nights. That's what you gotta watch.
You never said that your whole life.
Yeah.
I've always said it.
You've never said
No.
that.
Like,
You've never said
I
that.
just came up with that honestly, but right. Still Wednesday nights.
You gonna put that on a T-shirt, Sebastian?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna make a t-shirt. Wednesday nights are the real wrestling nights. You don't see no weird stuff.
But
Well,
so
you do, but you see good wrestling.
talking about what's gonna happen for the rest of the year, though, I feel
For
like
NXT or AEW?
I feel like NXT
NXT.
we'll probably get a tease about Karrion coming back towards
Oh yeah,
the end
he's
of the
coming
year.
back by the end of the year.
We're gonna get a tease for it, so he's gonna start his feud with Finn. I think we're gonna get the NXT UK. Like I think Dragunov's gonna win, take the title. I feel like Piper's probably gonna take the women's title.
By the end of the year.
Wait, before you turn on, if you have not watched Ilya Dragunov versus Walter, go watch it.
It's a near perfect match.
5-star match.
It's the best male singles match.
Best
this year.
NXT UK match.
No, best male singles superstar match this whole year. Was that
Oh.
NXT keeps putting on bangers. NXT UK, they're the most underrated wrestling promotion in the world.
Yes.
But oh yeah, and I feel like Rhea's probably gonna take it from EO.
I don't think she'll win it.
And then
I
I feel
don't
like
want to see it on Rhea
I don't want to
again.
see Rhea Ripley win the
and then
title.
Rhea's probably gonna drop it to Raquel.
Honestly, I honestly don't want
I see that next year.
I feel like Rhea's gonna hold it until the first pay per view of next
So
year.
what you're saying is she'll do the same thing as
Uh,
end of last year,
yeah,
coming into this
yeah.
year.
I don't want Rhea going up to the main roster though.
She's not gonna go up to
No,
the main roster.
nobody should go up to the main roster.
Like
Nobody.
And I feel like we'll probably get like some people back to
Do
NXT.
we- you
Like I
think-
hope Gable comes back to NXT.
I don't think that.
I want Shinsuke to come back to NXT.
Yeah. Do you
Well, he's
think?
tag champion?
Yeah, but still.
Do you think we'll get the War Games takeover?
I hope.
War Games
I
this year,
am-
I feel like it's going to be
How would you book?
Matt-
How would you book it?
McAfee and his group, Undisputed.
Undisputed. That's a War Games match.
I feel it's gonna be McAfee and his group, Undisputed
4v4.
versus Breezango and Killian and Drake Maverick.
So like a 4v4v4
Yeah,
triple threat.
yeah, triple threat.
I don't know how you
4v4.
call that.
I feel like that's
I
gonna
just want
happen.
something on par with the first War Games match.
You know what they should do it for?
And that we can make stars out of like bigger stars out of Breezango
Yeah.
and Killian and Maverick.
That match, that War Games match.
If you watch Maverick's
solo stuff.
TNA stuff
Yeah.
when he was Rockstar Spud,
It's great.
Maverick's legitimately a great
But
wrestler.
Like wrestler in
Yeah.
ring.
Yeah.
Like he's legitimately
Yeah, he's
really
a good
in
wrestler.
ring.
Just watch his like TNA stuff.
I don't got time for that shit.
TNA's underrated too. It's
What
currently getting
about
better.
for the North American, like the scene for that title?
Oh, Johnny's gonna win it back.
You should
I-
have Priest, Ruff, and Gargano triple threat.
That would be a good
Honestly,
we need to
That'd be a good
we need to completely reset the North American scene.
yeah.
It's been
Agreed.
stale since
you know
January.
who I think needs to win it at this
one.
point?
No, since
Who was in
since
January?
Killian won it.
Wait,
Or not Killian,
when January champ was
No, Keith.
Like since Keith got
Keith.
the title,
No,
Yeah.
since
it's been
Keith Lee
pretty stale.
dropped the title, it's been stale.
I didn't even like it by the
basket
time
is gold.
His
got
matches,
the title.
his matches with Dijak have been great. Also known as T-Bar now,
T-Bar
the ratings messiah.
Retribution.
That's Slapjack.
We don't talk about Retribution. We don't like that.
You don't like Slapjack?
Wait,
you,
but
you mean just the worst version of
dude, I'd pick
Nexus
Dark Order over Retribution.
I mean, like
because Dark Order is actually good.
Yes, I like Dark Order.
I mean,
but
why not talk about how like they got 4 NXT people and then made
5
one of the worst?
and then dropped 1.
Yeah, they dropped.
Dude, we could have seen Dijak and Shane Thorne.
The only reason Mia Yim's in is because Keith is main roster now. They
Yeah.
want to keep them together.
Yeah, I know. But in the North American title scene, Ruff is a champ. Gargano and Priest might want to have a rematch. But I think they should they should add in Bronson Reed,
We're gonna get
Timothy Thatcher,
I want
Austin Theory,
not Austin Theory. What's his name?
not
Yeah.
Velveteen,
Cameron Grimes.
Cameron Grimes.
He needs to win the title.
Yeah,
NXT title or North
It is
American?
long overdue for Cameron Grimes to win the title now.
What I think
Which
we're-
one?
North American.
North American.
I also want him.
Have all of them like in a
another
tournament or
another
something.
person to go for the main title, the NXT title is
If let's say if Cross doesn't come back,
Cross doesn't come back.
who would like he said, like Amari said, Pete Dunne.
I want
Our
more.
friend,
I want more Finn and O'Reilly.
our friend Kushida. I want to see him go for it.
Kushida versus Finn Balor.
would be amazing.
Kushida and Finn can work the NJPW style.
Kushida,
Yes.
Finn versus Pete Dunne, Finn versus Cross, Finn versus who else in NXT?
That's pretty much the main
I
title.
can't think of
Adam
anybody
Cole
else.
Pete
again.
Dunne.
Adam Cole. I mean, we've seen already that, but AEW, December 2nd.
So, before we get into AEW,
Oh, okay.
what I think we're going to get with the next like major North American title match, it's just going to be a triple threat.
Yeah.
Ruff,
Gargano,
Priest, and it's just going to turn into a Priest Gargano singles match.
Unless Ruff somehow does a Roddy special.
Always end with the Roddy special.
Oh Lord.
But talking about something, I want every single member of Undisputed to hold the main title.
That's gonna take a while.
I just want a
Again?
legit O'Reilly.
No, every
singles
member to
run.
hold it.
So in AEW, December 2nd, Mox and Kenny.
Kenny better win.
Kenny better win that.
They're going to put on a banger.
They better put on a
Hope
banger.
And then a tag team, we don't know yet, but Bucks might
I
get a
hope it-
rematch with FTR.
I hope.
I'm still holding out for Best Friends,
Friends.
to hold the tag titles.
Yeah, they need to win it.
Do you think they're gonna beat?
I think they'll win it
Bucks?
next year.
They're gonna win it next.
I could legitimately see
I
Best
see-
Friends.
I see
beating
the Bucks going at least 6 months
Yeah,
as tag team champs.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
And then in the women's,
If not a year.
and then the women's to cap off the year,
Sheeta's
Sheeta.
gonna keep it
Yeah,
I don't think she'll keep it.
No,
because they have no.
They-
I think they'll
they
have-
they're
no
not
one-
developing.
I
anyone
think
to
they'll
be a
have something
fighter.
special the last 2 weeks of December
Yeah,
and have either Baker, maybe if Rosa officially signs with
Yeah.
AEW,
She's not.
and have her one of those two, or Sheeta just retains.
Baker's not winning.
and she'll
'cause
be
she's
she'll
also
be
not
women's
developed
champ.
enough.
And
yeah.
then
Baker has them.
TNT, I think Darby should keep it till the rest of the year.
Okay, can we put down money for who we think's gonna kill someone in the ring first? Nia Jax, Nyla Rose, or Tainara?
Tainara's gonna
I
be
don't
the
want to
first
say
one.
Tainara because we like Tainara. We like
Yeah,
Tainara.
Tainara's gotten the
Tainara.
Tainara's gotten the closest.
But Tainara has gotten the closest.
Poor Abaddon.
Oh.
I want to see Abaddon in the title
Poor
picture too.
Abaddon.
She has that like that Undertaker vibe to her,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah,
got
she
character. She actually
does.
has the most character out of any AEW person.
I'm gonna say it. You guys might hate this, but if Abaddon was in WWE, I'd have her over Alexa Bliss with the Fiend.
Yeah,
I mean, of course.
100%.
yeah.
That's literally her character.
She's like the Undertaker fiend of AEW.
The Fiend and Abaddon.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be scary.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. But what
Look at
about
Vince.
what about AEW? What do we say? Homegrown stars like Will Hobbs, I guess. Or like new people, MJF, Ricky Starks.
Orange Cassidy.
I
Orange
still
Cassidy.
stand by this. MJF is the best heel in wrestling.
The Miz
Agreed.
is the best heel.
Agreed. I think MJF is the best heel.
The
Do you
Miz.
think
I don't
MJF?
know. Currently, I'm going Roman.
Do you think MJF?
Oh, Roman's the best heel.
Just
well,
thank you for not saying Corbin again because
Corbin is the
Corb-
ultimate heel.
no,
don't-
Corbin
I don't
has
like
X
Corbin,
Pac
man.
heat. We don't like Corbin at all.
No
We don't
Corbin.
like the character. It's not that we don't like the character. We don't like him.
No, it's
Him as a person's great.
It's literally we don't like the character. 'Cause
He's a great
him as
person.
a person, he's an amazing person.
He cooks bomb ass food.
But
He
him
doesn't-
as a character, we
he
all
does-
hate Corbin.
He
as a
doesn't have
character.
good heel heat. Good heel heat is what like MJF and Roman have. Baron comes out and we want him off the TV as fast as possible. The Miz has good heel heat.
The Miz is the best talker in wrestling right now.
That was literally Miz's heat. And, like, when everybody regarded him as the best heel, that was Miz's heat. We literally didn't want to see him on the TV.
Yeah, that's Corbin right now.
It just doesn't work for Corbin then.
It just doesn't work for you. Even Paul would think that Corbin is the best heel in all of wrestling right now.
Probably.
It's MJF or The Miz.
I feel like he could have been the best heel, but like
no, I think it's MJF.
They better keep making Corbin the guy that retires people. Like I want him to retire Undertaker at Survivor Series.
Oh Lord.
So he'd be like, I retired Kurt Angle and the Undertaker.
After they replayed the Boneyard match on SmackDown that one week and Corbin cut the promo, I was about to break shit because I thought they were gonna have Corbin retire Taker.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Like
Sebastian.
Corbin retiring Taker is like the worst thing that could possibly happen.
That will never happen.
I want Corbin to retire all legends.
Never.
Oh, so make him a worse legend killer?
Never.
Yes.
A substantially worse legend killer.
He didn't retire them.
We've gone an hour.
He just beat the shit out of them. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay. I have a quick question. Why Diet Pepsis?
Because this was the only thing available.
But
there was no Coke. I tried to look for Coke, but there was no Coke.
But Dr. Pepper.
Because. Why not?
It's
the same thing.
Listen, he likes Diet Pepsi. He doesn't like pub subs. He doesn't like chicken tender pub subs.
No, I don't like the chicken, but I like the Italian.
You like the Italian, but you don't like the chicken tender subs.
I don't like chicken
Say
subs. I don't like
fucking
chicken,
right.
I don't like chicken sandwiches like that.
Italian. Hey, say Southern.
Southern.
Oh, you say Southern.
Southern. Do you guys want to keep going or?
You used to say Southern.
We are gonna wrap.
Used to say Southern.
Southern.
Now you say it right.
No, I say Southern.
Okay.
I've always said Southern.
Hey, so if you had to choose between Wawa and Publix.
Oh, so we're talking about food now.
Yeah, we're talking food.
All right. Talk about food for like the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll be over.
You're gonna be over.
It depends what you're getting from both places.
Wawa hoagies
Yeah.
are the best sandwiches that I have tried when it comes to a store, gas station.
You have to go to Philly and get like
I haven't
a hoagie from a legit Italian deli.
I know. I need to try that.
Talking about.
But if we're comparing,
sandwiches?
Wawa and Publix sandwiches, Publix, when I've ordered Publix Italian, it's just not. It doesn't taste good. Like the bread doesn't taste good, and their pepperoni, ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato. It's just not.
Get boar's head then.
I do.
Oh, okay.
But when you order in Wawa, and like extra toasted, not crunchy, extra toasted, it tastes different and it tastes better. I feel like it's more fresh. The food's more fresh in Wawa.
So, this is my thing. If you're going like their chicken tender sandwiches, Publix blows Wawa out of the water.
Oh yeah.
If you're going cold cuts, it's Wawa hoagies over Publix.
Yeah.
I do like Wawa's cold cuts.
But the Publix sandwiches are bigger.
I'm so upset in Texas we don't have Wawa. That would be so nice.
Really? You guys don't? You guys have that?
We have Buc-ee's.
Is it Buc-ee's?
Yeah. Buc-ee's literally is like a barbecue place inside a gas station.
I know. Yeah. I've heard about that.
Buc-ee's is like the size of a Walmart.
Buc-ee's is like the size of a Walmart.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's a gas station?
It's a gas station that's like, I wouldn't say Walmart. I'd say like.
The Walmart's too big.
It's like half Walmart. It's like a Target kind of size.
Target's big too.
It's like a Target size that has hunting supplies, a restaurant, gas station stuff like beer, sodas, chips. You've got clothing. You've got kitchen appliances. Okay. You have everything you can think of there.
Just think gas. Like a gas station, and then I'll add all the the yee southern shit you can think of.
A gas
and
station.
That's Buc-ee's.
What's the yee?
Like
country.
Deep South. Deep South country.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like
it's all into one, like a Bass Pro Shop, Walmart, Target.
Looks like I'm going to Texas.
You better.
Yee is like you step on their property and you're like, you best be stepping, boy.
Oh Lord.
It's pretty It's great though. I love stopping there.
Wawa hoagies are the best.
And gas is always cheap there. It's like $1.79 there.
How do we go from talking about food to, gas station prices?
Because Wawa.
Dr. Pepper. Wawa.
We'll talk about more food
Okay, listen.
in the upcoming episodes.
Yeah, food is the best thing ever.
But in the next episode, we will talk about 2020
Oh, talking about food though. Have you tried?
and food. Wait, for the next episode.
Have you
though.
tried the WWE ice cream sandwiches?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're solid.
They brought them
They
back.
slap Jack.
Yeah, me and Paul got them when we went to Disney.
I've tried them. They have them in Publix.
They have 'em in Publix? I haven't
Yeah.
seen them in Publix.
Yeah. They're just like they're like
gotta
they're
search
like
for 'em.
hidden. Yeah.
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 People probably hide them.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Get your Roman Reigns one so you can go ooh ah.
Big dog.
Nope.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. We'll do another episode next week.
We'll come back for episode 2. This has been the Untitled Podcast. Sebastian, Amari, Joe, and Zach. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and comment your thoughts on what we've talked about for our very first podcast. We're out.
Love you guys.
Peace. I love you.